Okay, here's a look at the E-mini S&P for Friday, March the 4th, 2011. Well, here's the market profiles. Here's what occurred overnight. This is what occurred yesterday, and this is today's profile. So, a good sell-off today after a couple of good up moves. We had, of course, the big sell-off here on Tuesday. The market more or less consolidated overnight, which was in essence the end of that down move. And then the market had a good rally since then, reaching up to where this sell-off started with yesterday's regular trading hours high and then the overnight session. So a pullback today, you can see that it did get all the way down to 1311. 1314 was our major support, and then at 20 we were also looking at 24 as possible support. So the market came down, didn't really spend too much time at 24. It went through there fairly quickly. So no opportunity there from our real-time signals to get in. And then the market had a pretty nice bounce from the 20 area, but then did break through and even spent a little bit of time below 14, which was a good bearish indicator, but it could not hold. It kind of hovered around the 14, back and forth, above, below. And then late in the day had a nice rally off of that low, rallied a good 10 points. So we're still of the view that the up auction is intact. Up auction that started this most recent one just this week after the sell-off. So it's really the kind of day that appears to be more longs liquidating than new shorts entering the market. We're looking now around the 24 to 26 area as resistance, which is our old number there. And so this area here we're thinking is likely resistance for right now. And if the market can get back up above 26, 27, then it's really set the stage for a test of that recent high, the overnight high from yesterday, up, which is at 34.50, and then perhaps up to 36.50, which is the most recent swing high. So those are some potentials, but I'd like to see it hold above 27 before it does that. We do have some potential support just below the market here. So depending on what it does, and this would extend in this area here from about 19 to 15. So this would be a support area here. If the market comes out of the blocks early in the session, the Sunday evening session, then, and this holds, then look for that 25, 26 area to get tested. If it's weak, however, on Sunday evening, it could easily come back down, and if it holds below that 1314, then we're likely to have another leg down to about 1300 or maybe even 1297. But we're of the view right now that this was a more longs liquidating than new selling coming in. So we're still slightly more to the bias side, to the up bias side, I should say, right now. And we also use these profiles, which are just the regular trading session profiles only. As far as our trades were concerned here, I'll just highlight the down red arrows to start with. These were all short trades that were indicated by the software. We did have some long trades indicated here, as you can see, and there was a couple of them here as the market came down. So now this trade was our first short, and you can see that red line extended all the way over here to the end of the day. So the market never did rally up and to allow us to get short off of that first setup and trigger. So the first trade ended up by being this long trade here. We really didn't like this one. It did move 1.25 points for us right away, but it didn't have a lot of room to move. It was in the neutral, so it was kind of borderline, but could have taken it. Worst case scenario was a break even. So this was really the first trade. I'll call it the second one, but it was really the first one. And that was an entry here that immediately rallied. Boy, it had a really swift rally 3 points for us just within a couple of minutes. So easily hitting our first two objectives, and no worse than a 1 point profit on our final partial, for a total gain on that trade of 4 points. You can also see this short trade here, another dashed red line, went all the way over till very late in the day, just a few minutes before the cash closed, so no trade on that. This short trade was right in our area of support/resistance at 14. So as a result, these last four trades here were not taken because this was a short just above the barrier, and these three were all longs just below it. This last one could have been taken, as it was at least a 1.5 below the barrier. And it did hit it, actually popped up above it, and then came back down right to the entry price of that trade before having that really nice rally to finish the day. So that 14 area I think we need to keep monitoring, and 14-15 area as likely support, and then initial resistance in around 24, and the 26 area is likely to be good resistance, good support down here. As long as that 14-15 area can hold, I think we're good for another move up. There's no major news on Monday, so nothing really to move it other than just the natural auction. So that's what we're looking forward to come early next week. Thanks for watching today. Have a great weekend. You can always contact us at info@eminidaytrader.com. See you on Monday.